we showed it to the head of every studio in Hollywood. And I think a drunk moose caught in the headlights on an interstate never had blanker look in its eyes than the studio executives after the lights came up. And they said, well, what was that? No, well, that would be a feature film. We said, that would be. What do you mean? We had this Stonehenge joke and a few other jokes. It was only because Rob had been on a sitcom, All in the Family, that had been produced by Norman Lear, and Norman Lear, for a minute and a half in his life, ran a movie studio, that the film got to be made. But we really, I think, all were united by one thing, because we're four very different people. But the thing that kept us going to make the film was just being so pissed off that movies kept getting rock and roll wrong. And we thought, gee, 40 million people have taken guitar lessons. A lot of people get subscriptions to Rolling Stone. People know this stuff. Why not get it right? You know, it's not that hard. Well, it actually is that hard. Throughout the making of the movie, we were sort of like the rock and roll cops going around and trying to. There's a scene you know where Nigel and Derek are backstage about to do the last show. Nigel is not in the band anymore, and we said in the script, and there's graffiti backstage in the where they're hanging, and we came to the place that day, and the art director had spray painted like gang tags from freeway underpasses. And we said, no, backstage rock and roll graffiti. And he said, go to the Troubadour, talk to this guy, go into the dressing room and see. But I mean, that's what we had to do during the entire film. And even during the post-production, the film editor, assistant editor who cut the music. I mean, we were playing music, you know? And one of the things that really drove us crazy is, why do they have scenes in rock and roll movies where people are playing and they can't possibly be making the sounds we're hearing because of where their hands are? Well, we found out because this film editor cut the songs, and all of a sudden there are our hands in the wrong positions. And we said, no, you can't use that shot here. That's not where we're playing. No, but it looks good here. I know, but that's not where we're playing. No, but it looks good here. And we actually ended up having to go into the studio and recut some of the music because they wouldn't move the shots. So, you know, that's when you want to get it right, you know, you actually end up having a bigger fight than you anticipate, because the four most heard words in the English language in Hollywood are, nobody will ever notice. So, just by being obsessive about that, we ended up with a film that, you know, happened to catch the reality of life in music. I'm pleased to say that not only rock and rollers come up all the time and say, that was my life, man. People in country music and classical music say, we take your film on the bus with us because that's what we go through. Not to the same level of craziness, but that's, you know, music on the road. That's what it is. So we're incredibly stunned that, you know, this many years later, when you could be seeing Kung Fu Panda 2, you're still seeing our little movie. And one of these days we're going to track down the assholes who get all the money from this, and then we'll be really happy. So thank you very much, and turn it up, rock on.
Can we do that?
Oh yeah.